Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls. When we last left off, we had just managed to kill the Gaping Dragon, the boss of this sewer area, known only as the Depths, and in today's episode, we're going to be making our way into one of the most infamous areas of Dark Souls 1, Blighttown. The place said to hold the second Bell of Awakening, the next stop on our legendary quest. So, beginning from our bonfire here, we're just going to make our way across, kill this hollow, make our way down here, destroy the boxes, drop down, and make our way back to the area where we originally headed towards the boss. Gonna kill some of these rats just so that they don't sneak up on us later. And with those guys taken care of, we have the doorway to Blighttown. Using the Blighttown key that we got from the Gaping Dragon, lets us continue onward, down into an even more inhospitable part of the sewers, which will then lead to, quite frankly, one of the most, I think, interestingly designed areas in terms of just, you know, layout and also kind of what it means, like, world building wise. It is definitely an area that's a bit of a pain in the ass, whereas the Depths is a bit easy to get lost in. This place is just really easy to die in, but honestly, I don't think it's all too bad so long as you're careful and you know where you're going. Which, quick tip, if you want to make sure that you're actually progressing through Blighttown, any of these ladders that have a torch on them like this, that means this is the way to go forward. Just a little hint that should be fairly obvious for anybody who's played this multiple times. But again, in case you're a first-time follower, just keep that in mind. So, this area is full of a particular band of enemies that can be pretty annoying to deal with. There's these guys, these big dudes who wield clubs. They've got quite a heavy amount of poise, so stunning them isn't very easy. There's also enemies that inflict poison, and enemies that inflict toxin, which is just poison, but even worse. And you have to fight all of them in areas just like this one, with a lot of narrow passageways that lead to immediate cliff deaths. So yeah, it can be kind of a tricky area to get through, but there are worse things to deal with. And honestly, I just really love the design of this place. I wouldn't say this is my favorite place in terms of design and light world building, but it is definitely what I find to be one of the most interesting. Because it's just basically emblematic of the flaws of the society that the gods built up when they crafted Lordran and the land surrounding it. And also, I've always just... I don't know if this sounds weird, but fantasy areas that take basically the difference between the rich and the poor to such extremes like this, I've always just found super interesting. Because, you know, like, this is a place that people have actually crafted and are using as a place to live. And I've always just wondered, what is it like to live in places like these? It's definitely bad and definitely sucks, but I don't know, it just gets my brain thinking. Anyways, so, as you can see, these guys inflict poison buildup whenever they hit you, and they deal a decent bit of damage too, so you just gotta be real careful about how often you let them hit you. Thankfully, their attacks are very obviously telegraphed, so they're fairly easy to dodge. Of course, if you're like me, you're just bad at it. Alright. And yeah, you're going to get poisoned here a lot, so you're going to want to use those purple moss clumps to clear out that poison. Anyways, so over here, as you'll notice, there's an item down there. And we are going to try and make a jump for it. Take a little bit of fall damage, but it's fine. And miss input. Soul of a Proud Knight. Yeah. Alright, let's heal up a little bit more. So yeah, I really just don't know what it is about this place. Just this sort of patchwork design. I don't know. Something about it is just really interesting to me. Now, one sort of my major gripe with this area is these dart guys. These enemies, they use a blow dart gun to attack you, and the blow darts will inflict toxin when they hit you, and it is just like an insanely crippling version of regular poison. And you need a special version of purple moss clumps. It's like, I forget exactly what they're called, but they're purple moss clumps with like little stars in them, and that you need that in order to take care of a toxin. It can be a pain in the ass to deal with, but side benefit, these guys are a one-time spawn, so if you manage to run up and kill them real fast, then you'll never have to deal with them again. This first one is fairly easy to deal with, just because you can jump down to an area just below and get out of the way of his shots, and then sneak up on him with that ladder. And generally when you get super close to them, instead of trying to fire a dart at you, they'll instead try and push you away, which it's never really, their pushing away has never really affected me that badly, although I suppose it is possible for them to push you off an edge, so do be careful of that. Otherwise, though, they aren't too difficult to deal with. They can just be a little difficult to find. So, from here, we've got a couple more guys coming our way. Now, as you can see, you got little paths like this. Ooh, yeah, this one especially. So, all throughout Blighttown, you're going to find narrow passageways, but there are some like this that are a bit of a different color and look a little more detailed. That's because these ones are mobile, and if you move around on them, they start moving around as well. So yeah, just be careful of those. Got another guy coming up, I believe. Oh, but he's not climbing up the ladder. He's waiting for us. Well, thankfully, we're not even going that way. We're going this way. Let's see if he follows. Nope, that dude is staying put, I think. Okay, so. Oh. Nope. Alright, so. Right now, we are going to try and get that item right there. Now, this is a bit of a difficult jump. You want to come running down from over there and jump off right at the edge of this little part that's sticking out, if you can. It can be a little difficult to make. Let's see. What can help is if you just take off all of your armor and your sword to try and make yourself as light as possible. That way you don't take as much fall damage, because in Dark Souls 1, fall damage is heavily based off of how much you weigh. So the more you're wearing, the more fall damage you'll take when it actually hits. So, if you're wearing absolutely nothing like this, then being much lighter should let you jump farther, and fall damage shouldn't hurt you as badly. So, let's give this a shot. Ooh, just barely made it. Alright, and that is going to give us the Iato. Now we're going to put our stuff back on. Might as well take a little look-see at what we got. So, this is a dex weapon, a fairly good one. It's a nice katana. But of course, as we are doing strength, or at least I'm doing strength build, I want to get my Black Knight Greatsword. And going to equip my elite stuff. Alrighty. From here, not sure where I am. Alright. Come down this way. And, sorry, these torches don't signify the way down, they just help point out ladders. My bad, I misspoke earlier. Ooh. Ooh, Jesus. Don't know what happened there. I think I accidentally landed on the guy coming up the ladder and it knocked me off. Alrighty. So, from here, we've got another little item right here. Watch it. Oh, fuck. Wunderbar. Alrighty. Well, that set us back quite a bit. That sucks. I'm just gonna do a quick little cut here, and hopefully we'll end up back where we just left off. So, see you guys in just a sec. Alrighty, and we're back. So yeah, I just decided to skip over that little bit just because, you know, it's a corridor we already went down. It's kind of boring watching me going through that little bit again. So it's just, I find it just simpler and more entertaining to just cut from that part. Alright, well, this time making sure we're aware of the enemies coming up the ladders. And that is a pretty common thing through this area. A lot of ladders are involved in this area, and a lot of guys are going to be coming up those ladders. So, yeah, just before you go down any ladder, look down, make sure you're not going to run into anything. Because if you go down a ladder with a guy on it, they'll attack you while on that ladder, and that can easily get you killed. So, attempting this again, instead of dropping off like dum-dum, we're just going to go from here, walk along, and grab the item. This way we don't accidentally kill ourselves again. This gets us a blooming purple moss clump, and this is the stuff that you use to clear away toxin. Hopefully that doesn't become a major problem for us, though. Carefully walking back. Now, we could head back up the ladder if we wanted to, or we could come and do this thing. So, this is another moving bridge. If we get on it, it's going to start swaying. In most other cases, I would recommend you be careful and go slow. But honestly, I kind of find these bridges easier to cross if you just go for it. I don't know about you, but that's just how I've found them to be. So, we're going to give this a go. Yep, just keep going, keep going. There we go. Yeah, if you stop and wait on these bridges, I tend to find that more difficult and easier to lose your footing for some reason. So I kind of just go through, and instinct seems to guide me well enough. So, from here, we are going to go down this little ramp and... oh, Jesus. So yeah, there's also little dogs down here that breathe fire. Tiny little hellhounds. Yeah, these things can be kind of scary. And, ooh, I think he fell off the thing, actually. Oh, that's kind of sad. Doggo, no. Yeah, so those things can be a little scary because they'll kind of come out of almost nowhere and then just breathe fire on you, make you panic roll, and then you'll roll right off the side. So, just keep a careful ear out and listen to their ragged breathing. Let's see. Where was I? Right, so we do have another item down there. We're gonna come down this way. following here. Just going to get rid of that. Now, this is another very precarious part. Just stick to the left here, hard as you can. That's what this little wall is for, to help you keep balance. Humanity. Alrighty. Now, from here, destroy that, open up the space a bit, and not that way. Head up here. Which way am I thinking? Yeah, this is another area that's easy to get lost in. Where am I? I've got this area here. I am remembering something. You know, I don't think you can actually... Alright. I don't think you can actually continue from here. So let's walk on back, being very, very careful. Just like that. And heading back up this ladder. And we're gonna make our way up and around. Alright, because the bonfire is right here. Nearly forgot about this thing. So, going to give this a little rest here. Alrighty. And, you know what, before I forget, let's spend some of those souls. Don't have enough. Let us... Yeah, that should be good enough. There we go. Alrighty. And we are going to... let's raise endurance up a bit more, because we're going to need more endurance later on, especially when we get all the way down there. So, this way I'm thinking of... No, it's later on. Alright, from here, we're going to continue on forward. Down there is where we just were, I believe. So, we're going to walk across here, being careful of these little hellhounds, and also the guy that was hiding behind that jar, who I killed on accident. Oh. There is sudden violence. Oh, there's another guy. Here we go. Climbing up this ladder. We are first... Should go that way. There we go. So we're gonna grab this large soul of a nameless soldier. Kill that guy. And kill this guy. And get broken weapons. Kind of what you expect from down here. Come on down, guys. Got him. Got him. Alrighty. And as you can see, we're back up at the beginning. Alrighty. From here, gonna make our way this way. I feel like I am forgetting something. Let's see. Right, okay. So coming back behind here, we're going to find ourselves a new item. The Shadow Set. Pretty cool, it's like a ninja garb almost. Now we're gonna come down this little ladder and make our way this way. So defense way, and grab Soul of Proud Knight. Now, as you can see ahead, we've got a bit of a maze to get through. It's honestly not too bad. But, I mean, God, just look at this place. So, this is a ramshackle village built on what seems to be the giant pillars of a massive underground, I don't even know what to call this, like a cistern or something? Just swamp area? Yeah, I don't know. What I do want to know is, why build a village like this? Like, yeah, I get you're poor and everything, but like, this is like really shady construction in a very precarious place. Like, I do wonder what made them decide to build their village by hanging them off of a wall and a bunch of pillars, instead of just on the ground where it's a bit more stable. Although, I suppose the argument could be made that it's even worse down there because that is poison swamp ground. So maybe it is, even if it's not safer, you're less likely to get sick hanging up here. Though, who knows how much being up here really affects the likelihood of your sickness. Almost forgotten item right here, though. That'd be great to grab. Soul of Proud Knight. Nearly forgot you. From here, gonna make our way back over. Do a little bit of a jump. Oh. Now do be careful, as you can see. Oh, god damn it. So yeah, there's another toxic dude here, and he did indeed get me. Oh. Go away. Heal. Okay, so we do want to go over and take care of that dude as soon as we can. Which means we're going to go here. And then here. Get our hands on this soul. From here, we're going to take care of this guy on this ladder. I do believe it is also a guy on this ladder. This guy isn't coming up though, so we're just going to jump off and grab him. Like that. Hitboxes, am I right? Now, that right there is a very, very dangerous enemy. You go near it, it's gonna hit you, and that thing hits like a fucking truck. So, yeah, don't go near that thing. We'll take care of it later. There is this big guy coming up. Kill him. And from here, we're gonna go up and take care of that very annoying toxic dart man. And got toxic in. Oh well. Gives us blooming purple moss clump, so it's easy to handle. Alrighty. Now from here, we're going to take this slightly roundabout way. It's going to take us into this wall area where there's a couple more dudes. Being careful. And now, as you can see, we're behind that enemy that hits you like a truck, which gives us the ample position to take it out. If I can. Oh. Wonderful. I missed one. Alright. Oh, I don't even know what happened there. I think that dart guy fell. I think he was trying to reposition himself and then he fell off. Well, taking care of that urchin guy, whatever you want to call those things, will allow us to get our hands on a pyromancy. Now, unless we didn't start with a pyromancy build, so this is kind of useless to us. We can use pyromancies if you want, but that requires that, one, you free the pyromancy dude, and then go to him. And when you do, he'll give you your own pyromancy. He'll basically give you a pyromancy to start off with. It's kind of complicated. I'll explain more when we get back to Firelink Shrine next time and talk to him again. Anyways, we are going to just take that pyromancy. From here, we're gonna head on back, although actually real quick, make sure that there's nothing else down here, and come on down this way, kill that guy, take that broken sword, and continue on down. Now, here's another fog door. Again, this is just one of those random world fog doors. I still have no idea what these are for, and I still have no inclination why they're there or what they're used for. Oh well, suppose it's just more flavor for the world. Alright. Making our way down this way. Making our way down. And right there we have a Chaos Fly. Our very first Chaos enemy. Now, these guys can be a little annoying. They've got a thing that they can shoot at you. Thankfully, in sort of cluttered corners like this, their projectile gets easily cut off, so they're not too bad to deal with. This is our first instance of a Chaos enemy. There will be more later on, or, well, actually no. Technically, this isn't the first Chaos thing we fought. The Taurus Demon and the Capra Demon were the first bosses, Chaos bosses that we fought, but this is just the first regular generic Chaos enemy. What Chaos is exactly, I'll explain once we get into a later area. From here, you can see that there's quite a few more Chaos enemies down there, so we're just going to drop down. There is another toxic dude, like, right there, so I'm going to come over. And we're just going to dodge all his things, and he's going to get the toxic on us anyways, because I'm very good at dodging. I am so amazing at it. Alrighty, over here we've got the Wanderer set. Pretty good. Pretty nice looking. And from here, we're just going to make our way all the way down. Oh, there's a couple Chaos guys right there. I want to... Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's these sort of mosquito guys down here too. They're definitely the most annoying enemy that's down here, just because your swings don't exactly track. Like, when I swing my sword, it's in one direction. There's no aiming higher or lower. Well, kind of aiming lower. But these guys can just be really hard to hit. Thankfully, that wide swing I do tends to hit them pretty well, but they can be a pain in the ass to deal with. Especially if they're flying out of reach. Alright, we're just going to drop real quick. And deal with them like that. There we go. More of these guys to deal with. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, missed. Yeah, they got that fire tongue thing that can be fairly damaging, but should be easy enough to deal with. Alrighty. Ow. Yeah, I do kind of hate that they can basically attack you through the floorboards if they're underneath you or through the walls, but just gotta be careful and keep in mind where they are. And now, these mosquitoes, they also inflict poison, and they can just be hard to hit. Definitely the most annoying thing down here. Even their blood sac attack thing inflicts poison, so it is just bleh. Alrighty. Now that we're down here, oh, we got one more guy to deal with. Oh, Jesus. No, no, don't do that to me. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. So, as you've just seen, this is a poison swamp. A really big one. And it's got two major things for it. Major thing number one, walking around in here anywhere is going to poison you. And thing number two, this is muddy terrain, which means you're going to be walking slowly. Yeah, that sounds bad. This is why we got that rusty iron ring way earlier in the playthrough. This is, like, vital for this area. Without it, this place is, like, almost impossible to get through. It is so bad. So, going to downgrade my stuff to just the night set. It's not enough. Going to downgrade to hard leather. And that's enough. Can I upgrade you to a knife? Alright, that's good enough. So, we're a little bit low on health, and we've got no more healing, so we're just gonna haul ass. Being as careful as we can. You want to try and find little islands of reprieve to stay as unpoisoned for as long as you can. Though, once we really start adventuring through here, poison is going to become an inevitability. So kind of just prepare yourself for that. Kill that guy. Thankfully, though, there is a bonfire right here. Safety. Alrighty. And I think that is gonna do it for us for today. Thank you guys for joining me on my journey so far. And if you like, maybe you could just drop me a little like, and also maybe a little comment telling me how you enjoyed the series so far. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, I hope to see you guys again next time. Peace out.